If you've ever tried dried jackfruit and marveled at its chewy, sweet tropical flavor, you might be surprised to learn just how much care and effort goes into producing it. Jackfruit isn't just any fruit, it's a giant of the tropics, both in size and in cultural significance. In Thailand, jackfruit is more than just a tasty snack. It's a symbol of abundance, an export powerhouse, and a fruit that requires true dedication to grow right. Today, we're taking you behind the scenes to explore how Thailand's farmers cultivate, harvest, and process this amazing fruit to transform it into the dried jackfruit treats enjoyed by people across the world. The journey begins in the sun-drenched farmlands of rural Thailand, where jackfruit trees thrive in the country's humid, tropical climate. The soil here is sandy loam, well-drained and enriched with organic nutrients, just the way jackfruit likes it. With a pH sweet spot between 6.0 and 7.5, these fields are ideal for nurturing strong, healthy trees. Farmers don't just throw seeds in the ground and hope for the best. Instead, they rely on grafting techniques that ensure the new trees inherit the best traits from parent trees, things like disease resistance, fruit quality, and faster growth. Grafted saplings are typically ready for transplanting when they reach 30 to 40 centimeters in height. At this point, they're spaced out across the orchards with at least 8 to 12 meters between them, giving each future giant enough room to grow tall and wide without competition. Caring for young jackfruit trees is a full-time commitment. During the dry season, irrigation is critical. Farmers pay close attention to moisture levels, making sure the trees are never water-starved. But water alone isn't enough. These trees require careful shaping through regular pruning, by removing dead branches and opening up the canopy. Farmers encourage better airflow and prepare the tree to support the heavy weight of its future fruit. The pruning also helps reduce the risk of fungal diseases, which can thrive in tightly packed, moist environments. Pest control is another ongoing battle. Insects like fruit flies, aphids, and mealybugs can quickly turn a promising harvest into a disaster if not dealt with in time. Thai farmers have leaned heavily into organic methods to protect their crops, using natural predators and non-toxic pesticides to keep the ecosystem balanced. Tree hygiene is also essential. Diseases such as stem, rot, and leaf blight are kept at bay through careful sanitation practices and the use of disease-resistant tree varieties, minimizing the need for chemical intervention. After about 3 to 4 years of this patient cultivation and maintenance, the trees begin to bear their first fruit. Jackfruit is no ordinary crop, one of the largest fruits in the world, often stretching up to 90 centimeters in length and weighing between 5 and 30 kilograms. Harvest season typically kicks off in March and runs through June. Timing the harvest is a skill in itself. Farmers listen for a hollow sound when they tap the fruit and look for a color shift from green to a yellowish-brown hue. A perfectly ripe jackfruit has a sweet aroma that hints at the soft, juicy flesh waiting inside. Harvesters use sharp knives or sickles to cut the fruit from the branches, taking care not to damage either the fruit or the tree. These fruits are heavy and sticky with latex, so the process requires precision and experience. In 2023 alone, Thailand produced over 400,000 tons of jackfruit, a staggering figure that speaks to the nation's expertise in tropical farming. Once harvested, the fruits are transported to processing centers, where the transformation into dried jackfruit snacks begins. The journey from orchard to package may seem short, but it's packed with meticulous steps designed to preserve flavor, texture, and nutrition. At the processing facility, the first order of business is cleaning the fruit. Each jackfruit is washed to remove any surface dirt, sap, or pests. Then comes the cutting, a labor-intensive stage where skilled workers split open the massive fruit to reveal its golden yellow flesh. Inside every jackfruit are dozens of pods, each one surrounding a large seed and covered in stringy fibers. Workers carefully extract the pods by hand and remove the seeds, separating the edible flesh for drying. This step is crucial, as any leftover fiber or seed can negatively affect the texture and shelf life of the final product. Once cleaned and sorted, the jackfruit flesh is sliced into thin strips or bite-sized chunks. These pieces are then arranged on large drying trays and moved into dehydration chambers. Drying jackfruit is a delicate process. Too fast, and the fruit becomes tough or scorched. Too slow, and moisture lingers, increasing the risk of mold. Controlled air drying at low temperatures helps preserve the fruit's natural sugars, nutrients, and vibrant golden color. This step can take several hours, depending on the size and moisture content of the slices. Throughout the process, quality control specialists monitor texture, aroma, and appearance, ensuring only the best pieces make it through. Once dried to perfection, the jackfruit is cooled and inspected one last time before being packaged. Many producers opt for vacuum sealing or nitrogen flushing to preserve freshness without the need for artificial preservatives. Labels are printed, detailing everything from origin to nutritional facts, and then the snacks are boxed and shipped to supermarkets and specialty stores around the world, including right here in the United States. What makes Thai-dried jackfruit so appealing to American consumers is its unique combination of chewy texture, natural sweetness, and tropical flair. It's not just a healthy snack, it's a taste of sunshine, a slice of exotic adventure tucked into your pantry. Whether you're enjoying it straight from the bag, mixing it into granola, or tossing it on a smoothie bowl, dried jackfruit offers a flavorful, nutrient-packed alternative to processed snacks. It's rich in fiber, packed with antioxidants, and completely plant-based, making it perfect for vegans, fitness fans, or anyone trying to eat cleaner without sacrificing taste. But behind every bite is a story of Thai farmers waking up before sunrise to water young saplings, of grafting techniques passed down through generations, of hands sorting through fruit with care and pride. It's a story of resilience, climate, tradition, and modern agriculture working in harmony. And it's this powerful mix of science, nature, and human touch that turns a towering jackfruit into a perfectly dried, golden slice of tropical joy. If you've ever bitten into a piece of dried jackfruit and marveled at its chewy texture and naturally sweet flavor, you're not alone. This tropical snack has become increasingly popular in the U.S. for good reason. It's a delicious, nutritious alternative to processed treats and an exotic addition to trail mixes and vegan recipes. But have you ever wondered what goes into making each piece of dried jackfruit? The journey from tree to snack bag is anything but simple. Behind every bite is a fascinating process that begins in the sun-drenched orchards of Thailand, where the world's best jackfruit is grown, harvested, and transformed into the dried delicacy people can't get enough of. From careful selection and cleaning to slicing, drying, inspection, and packaging, every step of the process is driven by quality, tradition, and a deep respect for the fruit itself. It all starts on the jackfruit farms, where these massive, spiky fruits grow directly from the trunks and branches of tropical trees. Jackfruit is one of the largest fruits on Earth, sometimes weighing over 80 pounds, and cultivating them requires patience and skill. Farmers monitor the trees closely, waiting for the perfect moment to harvest the fruits when the skin changes color and emits a sweet, fruity aroma. Once the jackfruit is deemed ripe, it's harvested using long-handled tools or carefully cut down by hand to prevent damage. After harvesting, the jackfruits are loaded onto trucks and transported to processing centers where the real transformation begins. Upon arrival at the processing facility, the jackfruits are thoroughly cleaned and sorted. Its first step is the highest quality fruits are selected for drying. Any fruit with blemishes, bruises, or signs of spoilage is rejected to maintain a consistent premium standard. Workers wash each jackfruit using high-pressure water jets or conveyor-based washers, removing dirt, latex, and surface impurities. Once clean, the jackfruit is moved to the peeling and deseeding stations. This part of the process can be done by hand, though many facilities now use semi-automated machines to speed things up. Each jackfruit is split open to reveal clusters of golden yellow pods nestled among thick, fibrous rags and large seeds. The edible part, the sweet, fragrant flesh, is carefully separated from the rest of the fruit. Next comes the slicing phase. To ensure even drying and a uniform texture, the jackfruit flesh is sliced into consistent pieces, usually into strips or thin chunks depending on the final product specifications. Uniformity here is crucial. If the slices are too thick, they won't dry evenly. Too thin, and they may become brittle or lose flavor. Once the pieces are cut to the correct thickness, they're laid out on drying trays in a single layer to allow proper air circulation. These trays are then loaded into large commercial dehydrators that maintain strict control over temperature and airflow. In Thailand's modern food processing facilities, dehydrators are often set between 50 to 60 degrees Celsius and run for about 8 to 10 hours, slowly removing the fruit's moisture while locking in its tropical sweetness. During drying, the natural sugars in the jackfruit become more concentrated, giving the final product its distinctive candy-like flavor. The texture becomes chewy, similar to that of dried mango or pineapple, but with a deeper honeyed profile that makes jackfruit a standout snack. Once the drying cycle is complete, the jackfruit pieces are removed from the trays and cooled to room temperature, but the process doesn't stop there. Each batch undergoes a careful inspection. Trained quality control staff check for consistency in color, texture, moisture content, and cleanliness. Any piece that appears under-dried, overcooked, or damaged is discarded. This attention to detail ensures that only the best pieces make it into the packaging line. Packaging dried jackfruit is a science in itself, because dried fruit can easily reabsorb moisture from the air. It must be sealed in moisture-proof bags or containers almost immediately after cooling. Many facilities use vacuum-sealed or nitrogen-flushed packaging to preserve freshness and extend shelf life. The packaged product is labeled with lot numbers, expiration dates, and nutritional information before being boxed and prepared for export. Thailand, the global leader in jackfruit production and processing, ships tens of thousands of tons of dried jackfruit every year to the United States, Europe, and throughout Asia. In 2023 alone, Thailand exported over 100,000 tons of dried jackfruit, generating millions in revenue and providing vital support to rural farming communities across the country. But the story of jackfruit in Thailand isn't just about industrial-scale processing, it's also deeply connected to the country's vibrant street food culture. In markets across Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Phuket, skilled vendors dazzle locals and tourists alike with their incredible jackfruit cutting performances. These vendors know exactly where to make the first incision, how to avoid wasting any edible portion, and how to pull apart the massive fruit in minutes. With gloved hands and razor-sharp knives, they remove the spiky rind, extract the golden pods, and present them ready to eat in colorful plastic trays. The speed and precision with which they work is a display of true craftsmanship, passed down through generations and honed over years of practice. Watching a jackfruit being cut open on a busy Thai street is not just a lesson in food. It's a cultural performance, a culinary tradition, and a tribute to the resourcefulness of Thai food artisans. What makes jackfruit even more fascinating is its versatility. While we focused on dried jackfruit as a snack, the fruit is also used in savory dishes, especially in vegan and vegetarian recipes, as a meat substitute due to its fibrous, meaty texture. Young green jackfruit, when cooked, absorbs flavors beautifully and is often used in tacos, curries, and stir-fries. But when it's ripened and dried, the fruit transforms into a naturally sweet treat that doesn't need any added sugars or preservatives. It's a clean-label snack that appeals to health-conscious consumers looking for plant-based, minimally processed foods, high in fiber, potassium, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Dried jackfruit fits perfectly into modern American diets that emphasize nutrition and whole foods. The entire journey from a tropical seed to a chewy, sweet snack in your pantries, a testament to the dedication of Thai farmers, food processors, and exporters. Their commitment to quality, sustainable farming practices, and food safety ensures that every piece of dried jackfruit you enjoy has been handled with care. Whether you buy it at a health food store in California or snack on it during a hike in Colorado, you're tasting the result of years of agricultural knowledge, hard work, and cultural pride. So the next time you reach into a bag of dried jackfruit, take a moment to think about where it came from. Picture the humid orchards, the careful hands that sorted and sliced it, the machines humming quietly as they dried each golden piece to perfection. You're not just eating a fruit, you're enjoying a centuries-old tradition modernized for a global audience. Thailand's jackfruit industry combines age-old expertise with cutting-edge food technology, creating one of the most delightful snacks the tropics have to offer. If you're curious to learn more about exotic fruits, sustainable farming, and how your favorite snacks are made, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions or experiences with dried jackfruit, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Your engagement helps us keep bringing you amazing stories from around the world, one farm and one fruit at a time.